This is Starbucks coffee. I buy the pods. That asshole Adrian, does he buy the pods? I don't know. He's a bit of a pussy. He left my WhatsApp group. In disgust. We got, the Pontiff has got no headphones. Hello, baby. Hey, baby. Yeah. I gotta tell you guys, this is the way it goes. Okay, Archie, you wanna go live now? Let's go live, Fatso! Let's go live, Fatso. Let's go live! Let's go live, okay. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, you're live with the Pontiff. Hello. Okay guys, we're going to invite some guests on there. Let's get the audience. Out there now. Come on guys, we want you on my channel. Urgent request. SOS. That's what it is. I need you guys on there. See if I can get a few more punters on there. I gotta tell you, this COVID situation is a disaster. It is bad. It's it's hard. It's very hard. Get the Goldberg on. I want the Goldberg. I want that doggy trainer. Come on. Woof, 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 baby. Roll over. Come on, get on the channel with the Pontiff. That's what we want you there. We want you on Pontiff TV. It's what we want, Pontiff TV. So I got to tell you guys, it's been very good on the Archie Luxury channel. I've been churning out the vids, trying to get some stuff, making headway, trying my best to get the numbers out there. I want them out fast. It's a bad world there. What's been going on? I've made a video. I actually had a wristwatch swap. That's right, guys. I've CB $1. Hello, CB $1, and Steve $10. Steve, $10. My wife's Benz broke down and wants a new one, but I'd rather buy a few Rolexes. She's saying she needs a car to bring the kids to school, but why can't she do it in a Toyota? Help me, she's watching this. Steve's wife, you're in the middle of we're in the middle of a pandemic. Pandemic, baby. I gotta tell you the truth there. You sound like a real entitled bitch, okay? I gotta tell you, you gotta give up these European cars, Benzes, Beamers, Audis. They're garbage. Watch Scotty Kilmer. You want a good car? Get a Toyota Camry or a Corolla. That is what I got the Civic, sweetie. 178,000 kilometers, and it's only run in. You do that in a Benz, it doesn't work that way. I'm drinking coffee. Let me tell you this, Steve's wife. You are entitled. You are very entitled. Camry, if you were a decent woman, you would say to Steve, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I don't want you to spend a lot of money. Is it your money? Are you the one who earns the bucks? Or you just ride Steve like the moron that he is? I got to tell you, Steve's wife, I'm very disappointed that you're not helping him solve the family budget problems. What's wrong with the old Benz? What year is it? What exactly problem has it got? Have you gone to a specialist? When you say it's broken, what exactly is broken? Tell me more. Tell me what's wrong. Hello, Doc.
Tell me. Oh my God, I have a story for you. I'm going to invite a buddy.
Yep.
I'm going to invite a buddy. And before we go any further, real quick, let me get the rancher. I'm spanking the mug, Clyde.
Very quickly, did you see the super chat? Steve's wife, his Benz is broken down and wants a new one, but I'd rather have buy. Man, this woman sounds like an entitled bitch. You know? Camry, I tell you the truth, Scotty Kilmer, Benz, you have a Benz, you drive it once a week. It's a show car. They don't actually work. Plastic water pump, plastic.
Plastic. Okay, I think Clyde is protesting because I didn't rub it. I'm rubbing it, Clyde. I'm rubbing it.
The Camry. Get the Camry, Steve. Just get a beautiful new Camry. What the hell's the problem? What a nasty piece of work. That's all I can say. Nasty piece of work.
Vicious, vinyl, nasty. I have a hell of a story to tell you.
Yes. Tell me the story.
And I think we might wait until my buddy.
Ooh, CB, $5. New Rolex card is like the old one. Just name being removed, so punters, no worries. Okay, thank you, CB. Tell me the story. What's the story about?
Is there nobody in the lobby?
Nobody.
Man. All right. Keep an eye. You know, because sometimes you get a little distracted. You know.
I know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait for my story the littlest bit then. But happy to see you. Let me show you the quick fist watch check. And here it is today.
I got a new watch as well on. You know this. I got one of these 6 identical Pateks.
It's so small I can barely see it.
It's actually the 5196. And guess what? It's wearing the Aaron bespoke strap on it. Got
so what is that? About 11 millimeters?
37 mil. 37 mil.
8 millimeters thick, like real thin, like skinny.
Oh yeah, she's skinny, baby.
Like it's like wearing a
Rancher. Hello, Rancher.
Took you long enough, Clydesy. Jeez.
I'm having problems with my WhatsApp. I just updated iOS. You know.
Well, now we've invited our special guest star from our stream that you and I just concluded.
I just also had a brilliant idea. I'll be back in a second.
Oh God, a brilliant idea. To me, that sounds like an adventure in the bathroom one.
And as for Steve's wife, you are entitled and nasty. Here we go. Arch, when can we get the sucker horn on? I speak to him virtually every second day. He's cool. He's doing well. He's in lockdown, baby. He's in lockdown. Tell me the story. Tell me the story, Marky.
Well, before I tell you the story, I'm texting my buddy to get his butt over here. But first, let me just tell you, I did a thing to this watch.
What's that?
I did something.
What did you do?
And I'm not sure I'm pretty sure you're not going to approve.
Tell me.
And I'm pretty sure the punters are going to give me a good roasting. They're going
to. What did you do?
I put slip covers on it.
What slip covers?
I put
rubber, plastic.
I put plastic.
Whereabouts?
Plastic.
Whereabouts?
Every high polished bit has every high flanks, clasp sides, polished center links. You know, every. What'd you do to him? Every high polished.
Where's he gone?
I don't know. I think he was demanding that I rubbed it, but I did rub it.
I know. I rubbed I got my own mug and rubbed it.
No.
Yeah. Works out.
Okay, fine. Go away.
No, it's not pouring out. You have to rub it again.
Nope, not gonna. Can't make me. All right, just stay with us, Clyde. Calm down. Stay with us. Calm yourself. Be reasonable. But anyway, so what I did was, before I scratch this thing all up, because I mean, you're supposed to wear it, right? I want to wear it, but it's like wearing a stick of butter on your arm, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like wearing butter.
It's like chocolate. I mean, actually, I was reading. I had a long sleeve sweater over it, you know, and it wasn't. It was just a sweater, and my jumper left like little hairline marks.
Here we go. Louis the 15th, $5. Mark, is your gold sub better than the pre-ceramic engraved?
Well, just a little bit. Anyway, so I put the slip cover.
Anthony R. Where's he going?
Let him on. That's my guy.
Anthony R.
Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show, Anthony. So,
what's the story?
Anthony, can you hear us?
Now, let me give you a couple of tips. Number one, if you have another window open to the live stream, close the window. Number two, if you're on a laptop, hold the laptop as close to the bowl as humanly possible.
No, you're talking about the toilet bowl?
That's where it splatters.
Oh, I got a story for you. I just had the plumber out today, okay?
Oh, did he put on the toilet, the bum gun? The butt gun?
Listen to this. He refused to install it.
What?
Because it doesn't meet Plumbing Standards Australia.
Oh, you know what? He can kiss
And he said you need a no return valve.
That's ridiculous.
I said, what do you mean by that? I said, well, what the hell's a no return? He goes, because you're spraying your ass with it. He says it's contaminants. It can go back into the gun. I said, the water.
It's under pressure.
I said that to him.
Are you trying to tell me that like 50 million Thai buttholes are doing it wrong? Now, Clyde.
I'm just telling you. This is what he said. He wouldn't install it.
Anthony,
that was $95 call out fee I'll never see again.
Anthony, turn on your microphone. I want you to tell the story. Actually, as soon as this guy figures it out, we'll tell you the story, Archie. But the other thing is, this guy also does like an amazing impression of you. Like, sounds exactly like you.
Cool. You know, let's do it. Let's go.
Well, did you,
Archie? I love you. Listen. I love you. You know this.
Let's do this. Let's do it. Tell me the story. I'm dying.
All right. All right.
Go ahead. Tell the story.
You tell it better, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to start it, but then I'm going to throw it over to you pretty quick. So, Archie, as you know, I wanted to sell off a few watches to make room for this bad boy here, right? So one of the watches that I wanted to sell was my 42 millimeter Polar Explorer, and Anthony down there contacted. He did. So now, Anthony, had you ever bought a watch just sort of like on the phone like that before, or by email?
No, never have.
Do you have a lot of Rolexes?
The only other one I have is the other Polar. Polar, it's so cool, man.
He's got the baby Polar. Now, Archie,
and I didn't want to trade. You don't trade.
Mm-hmm.
You don't trade. I'm losing Archie. We're losing him. Hello.
Hello.
So Archie,
2 seconds. Keep me interested, or I die off. 2 seconds.
Archie, I sent him the watch. I sent him the watch.
Yep. He paid first.
Yeah. He paid by wire transfer. Took a while. I sent him the watch. Yeah. I sent him the watch. I get notice from FedEx that it's been delivered, that he signed for it. So I'm waiting for him to write me an email and tell me that he loves it. Except for he writes me an email and accuses me of mailing him an empty box. The watch wasn't there.
Cactus.
He claimed that I sent him an empty box. Okay. So naturally, I thought Clyde put him up to it. That Clyde was like, fiking with me.
Yes.
Nasty, Clyde.
Vostok Country Club, $2. Okay, keep going. So what happened then? So what happened then?
Well, anyway, he said that I didn't send him the watch.
Steve, $5. No more bedtime stories, please.
Well, I'll move through it a little quicker. So Anthony and I get on the phone.
We blew our load. We blew our load in the live stream before.
Honest to God,
save it for the big show.
Well, speaking of blowing loads, Anthony almost cried. And I'll be honest with you, I almost cried. Now, Anthony is 6'4", 250 pounds. And I'm a little weasel.
And then he called me, and I laughed my ass off.
But honest to God, both of us almost cried because there's like there's a Rolex MIA somewhere. So I was driving home. I ran home, and I found it in my safe. I wrapped up the whole damn box. Have you ever done that, Archie? Did you ever ship a punter his watch and just actually forget to put the watch in the box? Because that's what I did.
Wow.
The end. You punters. Now.
So when did you send the watch then?
Yeah, today. He got it today. I sent it yesterday. He got it today. Didn't you, Anthony?
It was an honest mistake.
It was.
See, I normally send the watch separately to the box. I send the watch first. See, but that's okay.
Super chat.
I sent it second.
Super chat. Okay, Steve, $5. Kill the story. Thank you, Steve.
Well, we're all done. But hey, you got $10 from people complaining about my story. So
that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Steve's the one whose wife wants the Mercedes. What would you say to her? No! What would you say?
I think a Mercedes would require constant wifely attention. Wouldn't you think?
Services rented.
She might be unattractive, and in which case it would no wifely attention.
These are noise cancelling headphones. I find it really hard to talk when I've got noise cancelling headphones.
Clyde, we should get Archie cancelling headphones. We could get them together if we
that would be the same thing.
Now, do you guys object? Do you all object to plastic slip covers on my watch? I mean, it
No.
still looks good,
Look,
right?
it's like the Jewish grandma who keeps the plastic on the sofa, you know, or she's got the 1983 Honda Civic with the plastic on the doors, you know.
Or
Still,
would it be more like a Jewish mother?
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Fair
What
enough.
do you think?
Well, you see, and if he ever wants to take them off, all he has to do is take it to Rolex 3D, because we know those motherfuckers love stripping stickers off watches.
Whoa. Stickergate.
Sticker. So tell me this: does it feel? The only thing is, it just feels different with the stickers on there, doesn't it?
Well, you're not touching the stickers. You know that you're touching the inside of the bracelet, not the outside.
Well, does it feel like you're wearing a condom? If so, has Archie ever worn one with 4 kids?
It feels a little like you're showering with a raincoat on, but that's all right. It's protective. And if you don't like it, you could always take it off and decide and scratch up your watch. It's fine.
But the thing is, it leaves a
Super chat.
No, it leaves no residue.
Lazy and fat.
Turkey voucher, $2. Super booty. Thank you. I gotta tell you seriously, Mark. The only problem is, I gotta tell you. By the way, guys, you know, I went and changed watches. I went to the bank safe, and what I've done is, guys, I tell you honestly, I'm actually seeing, you know how I've had my adverts looking for wealthy older Asian lady? I'm going to be seeing one, okay? I got a few prospects, baby, okay? Advertising works on the Archie Luxury channel, okay?
Well, at least for work for somebody.
And what I've done is I've actually put my best watch on, the 5196 with the Aaron bespoke strap. I love that strap, you know.
How many used truck tires is she buying exactly?
And I gotta tell you, man, seriously, I love my Patek. I've just changed it. Louis the 15th, $5. Arch, my Grail is the gold sub pre-ceramic engraved later version. Is the ceramic gold sub worth the upgrade? Also looks bulky on Mark's feminine. No. Okay, let's just, Marky, are you there?
Here I am. It doesn't look.
What is the difference between the engraved and the non-engraved?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Engraved.
Engraved? What do you mean engraved?
Engraved rehaut.
None of the
rehaut. The rehaut.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
What does he mean by engraved rehaut?
Well, there was a point when the bezel was aluminum, but it did say Rolex around the around the inside. And the difference, of course, would be those pre-ceramics all have hollow center links and janky, horrible clasps, tinfoil, crappy clasps.
Can you guys stay here? I'm going to run and get the mug again real quick.
Oh, God, Clyde. Leave that mug alone. You abuse yourself too much.
I'm on here. That's abusing myself.
So is the ceramic gold sub worth the upgrade? Absolutely. It's a huge upgrade. It's heavier. It's sturdier. You're not going to get stretch in the bracelet because it's solid and there are ceramic pins between the links. Whereas Super
chat.
Sing the rest of it.
Scott Allbrand, $5. Mark, I've let my dog be a dog. The little fiker is out of control. Why? When does the new book come out? Can I get a signed copy?
Well, here's the old one. It's available on Amazon right now, and here's the new one, and it's on pre-order for Amazon right now. And no, you can't get a signed copy. Sorry, unless you pre-order. Here's how you can
pre-order and then send it to Mr. Goldberg.
No, you're not sending the book.
Hold on.
Whoa. You don't send me. Whoa. You send me a copy of your pre-order with a self-addressed stamped envelope to Mark Goldberg, 847 South Randall Road, Suite 302, Elgin, Illinois, 60123, and I'll send you a book plate signed by me and my co-author that you can put in your book.
Super chat.
Beautiful.
Super chat.
That's how you do that.
Reese, $5. Arch, when are you getting Marky Perth back on the channel? Oh, Marky was he was a lovely guy. I will contact him. I'll ask him. Yes. I love Marky. I love Marky. Hey, tell me this, Marky.
Mm.
Hello, speaking of Marky love.
Mm-hmm.
Marky, I want to say to you, the gold sub, does it make you happy?
Yeah, I really like it. I do.
Here we go. Fellow Riser, $2. Pre-ceramic two-tone bluesy or ceramic no date?
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
toughie. Now, if you wanted a really good example of a pre-ceramic two-tone bluesy, like an
I have one. Don't get it. Get the ceramic no date. It's a
sell them yours, idiot. That's what the point is.
No, I'll be able to sell mine. Don't worry. Somebody will love it. I'm just saying, if you're asking me, I
Ceramic
have
no
one.
date.
Right, because I'm going to sell that bluesy.
Because I got to tell you, it's the fact that you've got the improved bracelet, the shears, the clasp.
The
It's
adjustment.
just solid end links. It's just so
adjustment.
cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Micro adjustments, isn't it?
Yes. Now, on the other hand, the pre-ceramic has the more classic proportions. Even though it's not solid, some people think it's more comfortable. And I actually think the early pre-ceramic two-tone bluesies have the potential to come up and darken, like the purple subs.
Interesting. Very, very interesting, Clive. I've always thought that the, I got to be honest with you, I've had the pre-ceramic. I loved it. I got to be totally honest with you. What's happening with the Smurfy two-tones, the ceramic Smurfies? Remember the blue was different?
Yep. But they're not. I don't think they're going to change color. I think Rolex has spent all that money to ensure that they stay looking the same. It might look damaged, it might look beat up, but it's not going to patina. Also, Archie,
but can you remember the Smurfy two-tone? Remember the blue when they first came
Bonanza.
out? Here we go. Vasta Country Club. Mark. Do plastic stickers on the gold sub reduce the fook-off effect on punters? I don't think they can tell. It's like a wrap.
I mean, listen, if you stuck your nose 6 inches from the watch or held it in your hand and touched it and got super close and personal with it, you'd know, but otherwise you would not. And no, I think actually it looks better than I thought it was going to look.
Wow, that's amazing, Marky.
Because you're the one. Listen, you're the one who told us these things are soft.
Yeah. Do you understand what I was talking about now or not?
Well, I do, given that it started to show very, very fine hairline scratches on the polished center. See, I'm not used to wearing a Submariner with PCLs. You know, the average, all Submariners in steel, they've got brushed matte finish, but this thing is shiny, so it smudges, it scratches, it's a very emotional watch, and I put a rubber on it, so I'm using protection.
Now, Jim Jones, who also has the most awesome avatar, now that I look at it. Sorry. You realize what's funny about the avatar, right?
It's too small for me to even really see it. What's he got? What is it?
It's Jim Jones, whose avatar is the Kool-Aid Man. I don't think the pre-ceramic gold subs had hollow links.
Yes, they did. Well, let's say this: the two-tones definitely did, and I am pretty damn sure.
Well, actually, the solid gold. Actually, they had two versions because I had one version. You had the one that had the screw in links; they were not solid. The one I had, which was the push pin one, they were actually solid links, I believe. But there's pros and cons to both of them, you know.
Push pins.
Well, you had to. You had to belt it out with a stick, you know.
Jet.
Here we go. CB $2. Mark, where did you buy the watch cut? Where did you buy these stickers from?
EsquireLife.com. Esquire Life, Life, life.com. Watching Watches wants to know where's his paid review.
Watching Watches. When did he do it? You got to give me details.
Details, man.
I'm running about a week or two behind.
What watches did you submit that in 2020 or earlier?
Yeah, I'm only a little bit. I've got a small backlog. These are bespoke videos. They come out. They come out. They don't come out next day, do they? They don't come out next day. They're bespoke videos.
Bagmanza.
Marty Evans, $5.
Bagmanza.
Paul M, €5.50. Hi Arch. On Instagram, people seem to prefer the 116610 LN next to the 126610 LN. What do you think? I gotta be totally honest with you, Paul. Once you've gone the Patek thing, who cares? Who cares what engine's in the new Chevy Malibu?
Right. And of course, though,
Okay.
once you go to a steel Patek, then same thing with the gold ones, really.
Actually, Archie, what you really should say is, once you go Patek, you can't get out of it because Patek is soft. Patek is soft. You can't get out of it. So once you're in for life.
Gold is soft, and his Pateks are gold.
Magnanza.
Exactly.
Rolex will get you out of.
I love my Patek Philly.
Rolex will get you out of jail on any continent. Patek will get you butt raped in jail in any continent.
Where's that? What super chat is that one?
Mike, $5. Gold sub isn't meant for the middle class. Please sell it. That's a good point. It's not meant for the middle class, is it?
Well, I'm pretty classy. You know, my grandfather. I'm pretty classy.
Your grandfather drove a Buick, a black Buick.
Exactly. So there's that.
I gotta tell you, seriously, man, which is the best sub? Look, I gotta be honest with you. This is how ridiculous the whole Rolex thing is. Who cares? Who cares, really? Do you care, Marky? Did you want the 41 gold, or do you happy with yours? You're happy with yours, aren't you?
Oh, you know, as far as that super chat, which one, the old one or the new one in ceramic? You can't go wrong either way. They're both great.
Right. As long as
Sucker Horn's coming on. Let's see. Is this Sucker Horn?
Let's do it.
Hey, Clyde.
Hey, John.
Hey, Marky, how are you, mate?
Hey, what's happened to that room there, John? What happened to that room? What are you doing, man? Where's the train set?
Oh, train set's been out for ages. Train set's been gone for years.
Hello?
I was worried
There's
about
a
you
bit
there
of
for a second.
decorating, mate.
Hey, not too bad. What's going on?
Now I heard a dirty rumor that you were flashed by a naked man on a recent live stream, Jono.
Yeah, yes, Marky. Indeed.
It wasn't me.
Long. Should have known better.
You know what? That's what she said. It didn't last long.
It's rampant at the moment, mate. It's rampant. Someone's trying to enjoy themselves now. It's rampant.
John, the train set, was it a Queensland rail train set, and we're using that to antagonize Archie, maybe give him flashbacks?
No, mate. No. Mine is Ed scale. British white rail. You know, something that worked. Something that worked. Jackie Trad's had a bit recently, hasn't she, Paul?
Did your train set actually work, Jono?
Yeah.
Well, then Clyde, it wasn't like Queensland Rail, because John's actually worked.
Oh.
Something little boy, mate. Something little boy. Beautiful watch you got there. Lovely Rolex, Marky. Very nice.
Well,
lovely for you, mate. Lovely.
I believe we've lost Archie to the telephone.
Oh yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back.
Hey, did you ever talk to the woman whose name we cannot mention? I believe you spoke to her as well, didn't you? The one who screamed at me for an hour. Did she yell at you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it all, mate. I got it all.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Flashbacks to Thailand. I remember this one night in Thailand where my neighbor in some hotel had to call the police to get this woman out of his room.
Yeah, but sometimes happens. They won't leave. Archie had that experience too, didn't he? No, Kim, that was Archie had that experience.
But that conversation happened in the breakfast nook of the hotel, I believe.
Oh, and also, guys, don't post any super chats until Archie comes back, because we won't guarantee that they won't get read. New York Hunter. Sorry, New York Hunter.
Go ahead, Clyde. Read it. You're looking right at it.
Well, no, actually, I don't want to deprive.
Matty Stevens in the comment, fellas. Matty's in there. Yep. Matty Stevens is in. Yeah, Mousy was on too before. I don't know if he's there now.
I want to be mousy when I grow up.
Oh, he's a lovely man.
Hang
Got all
around
the
the
time in the world. Yeah. Got all the time in the world for that bloke. All the time in the world. Lovely man. Oh, well. And how's it going in the States, boys? You know, what's the chance? Is Donald going to get back or not?
Nobody really knows. I mean, in 2016, all the polls said he would lose and he won. So I don't think anybody believes the polls anymore. So the answer is we don't know.
Well, you don't know. You don't know.
Nobody knows.
You don't.
Well, Americans only elected, presidents out of office, 3 times, haven't they? Apart from impeachments. No, not including impeachment.
Oh no, there have been a lot of one-term presidents.
No,
3.
Well, technically there have been 3 forced the client.
Clyde, you got to pay your internet bill, man.
Well, I thought it was me for a minute.
Nah, Clyde, you're coming in and out.
I thought you liked that. Oh, you heard that part, didn't you?
Yeah, well, you're in right now.
Oh, I am. Okay. I can't feel a thing.
Sometimes I got to ask myself, is he in or is he out?
All right. But there have been trials brought against Americans.
See, now he's out. Now you're out, Clyde. You're out.
Wait, how about now?
That's better.
Okay. Well, like Andrew Johnson in 1868, they threatened Nixon with impeachment, but followed through with it. He resigned before they brought it. And Bill Clinton in the 90s, and then Donald Trump. So articles of impeachment were brought. There were impeachment trials, but there never was a conviction and a removal from office.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Well, and Donald's got a good line, up his sleeve, though, hasn't he? Like if he doesn't get re-elected, does he have a right constitutionally to question the vote and say it was rigged, and and he's not going to leave office? Or they just sort of pick him up in the chair and put him on, out on the front steps of the White House and say, on your way? No?
Well, I don't think anybody really knows. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
He's going to go down fighting one way or another, isn't he? No? He's going to go down. He's going to go down fighting. Yeah, anyways.
Right.
Lockdown police brutality in Australia, it's scary. Well, for some it has been.
No,
that woman they got into, that young woman, that pregnant woman, they got her, pinched her, took her away. Some army soldier they kicked in the front door of his house, took him away. I never ever think at the age of 65, in my lifetime, do I think I'm not permitted to go more than 5 kilometres away from my front door. I've got a curfew from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't leave my home. I can only exercise for 1 hour a day. Only one person can leave the home to go down to the supermarket to buy food at a time. So if I drive my wife down, that's an offence. $1,300 fine. If I drive my wife down to the supermarket to get some food. What a joke! What a joke, eh?
Craziness.
Now, did you see the report by the CDC? Basically said masks are probably more effective than a virus will be. Released today. Anyone else read that?
What, as a preventative?
Yeah, exactly.
I read an interesting theory. The theory I read was, just to polish off the Trump thing, I read the theory that if Trump is not reelected, he will resign before the new president is inaugurated, which will make Mike Pence the president, who will then pardon Trump for any crimes committed during office.
Okay. Here's what I kind of think, though. In other words, they'll pull a Nixon Ford deal.
Yeah.
I have to admit, though, that I think the nation, they're really pissed off. That cost them any chance of being reelected, or actually elected. Sorry. But Gerald Ford pardoning Nixon, I think, saved us from a world of shit.
Well, that's what that's pretty much conventional wisdom that states that the country needed to be healed, and putting it behind us was the best way to do that. And you're exactly right. It made for a quicker pathway forward for the country, but it kind of torpedoed Ford's chances for re-election. Of course, he also, in the middle of a debate, said that Poland was not under the domination of the Soviet Union, which kind of was a giant gaffe that.
Not even a Polak would pull that one.
That he couldn't really, that he didn't really recover from. But it's.
Oh, not to mention falling down the stairs in Air Force One.
Well, he was actually. I saw after he left office, Gerald Ford was the first president who left office and then used his fame and notoriety to raise a great deal of money, because previous to that, most of the presidents had been wealthy prior to going into office, but Ford was very middle class. He was from Grand Rapids. He was in Congress forever from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Grand Rapids is like barely middle class. It's like upper lower class, very, very blue collar. So he didn't have any money. And what he did was he went out on speaking engagements where he charged hundreds of thousands of dollars. So he racked up millions of dollars in after President. Now it's very common to do that, but he was really the first. But to offset a bit of the criticism, he did a free college tour. And I saw he spoke at my very small college. I sat like maybe 20 feet away from him because nobody wanted to sit in the front row. And
your college was free?
No, it was the tour that anyway, he was like leaning against the podium, and I watched his knee buckle and he almost went down. And there were two Secret Service guys who just like looked at each other and smirked. I think they were used to it.
Well, the thing is, though, I still think that was an act of political bravery, even though it cost him a second term. He may not even wanted a second term, but
yeah. Well, he cashed in a big way, but I think he was universally regarded as a great guy.
Okay. Now, guys, if you want us to talk about political and historical conversations, type 1. If you want me to insult Matt Stevens, type 2.
What about Matty Stevens' question? When's Bangkok going to open again? There's a good one. What's your view, Marky? When are we all back to bangers?
I don't think that's going to be until, well, they're starting to open bubble tourism. So Thailand is going to let people in who are coming to stay 6 months to a year, but they're going to make them quarantine at their own expense in one of only a few legal hotels for like 14 days. And it's almost 100,000 baht to do that. So they're really trying to get a little bit of money flowing in. But honestly, I think it's going to be a solid year before we have freedom of travel back.
Freedom of travel? I can't go 5 kilometers from my front door.
Yeah, you Aussies are locked down in a much more significant way than we are, which is maybe why we have so much COVID.
And are confused by intelligent conversation. Rest assured, this is still the Archieluxury channel.
Yeah, you're not lost, guys. Archie has left the building.
Well, I was speaking to him 6:30 this morning. He rang up. I think he's toey. I think he's toey today.
What's that mean? What's toey? That's in Australia.
Toey means he's a little bit impatient for something. He's he's got something on the books which he wants to attend to. It might be a play day for him.
What's her name?
I just say you're a bit toey, Arch. You rang up.
Hey!
6:30 this morning. We had a lovely chat this morning, didn't we, mate?
Oh, it must be. Hey, be time to end the stream. The doc is here.
Look, the doc is. Look, I got to tell you guys, seriously.
G'day, Doc. Hello,
Blue shirt.
I'm good. How are you?
I got to tell you. Seriously, you will see next week. I'm actually. Look, I've been doing a bit of advertising, trying to find a wealthy woman. Don't worry so much about her beauty. It's more the accommodation she could provide. I'm looking for some alternative accommodation options. There's going to be. I'm making steps in the right
if you
direction.
Find an elderly COVID survivor, likely she'll have cataracts.
Yes.
Sense of smell.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. I got to tell you, guys. Guys, I tell you what, seriously, it's been very hard here. You know, everything is hard. Sucker Horn is in lockdown. He's got 8 o'clock curfew now.
Oh,
Don't
they
you?
increased it by an
9
hour.
o'clock now. It's 9 o'clock.
What if, you
9
run out,
o'clock.
what if you run out of cigarettes? Better
Oh,
stock
no,
up.
I buy them 200 at a time, Marky. I'm right there.
There we
I
go.
buy a couple of weeks in advance.
At least
That's
he's
not
not
bad.
pregnant, so
I gotta-
he won't likely be arrested and dragged off to jail in front of his family.
No, he's got 5 acres of tobacco plants growing in the backyard.
I gotta tell you guys,
I wish, Clyde.
it's terrible. Everything is terrible, you know. It's not looking good at the moment there. I tell you now, Australia is a disaster. Business disaster. Everybody's using COVID. Did you see my video on Telstra?
No. Actually,
You see my video on Telstra, Sucker Horn?
Not yet, mate, no. Oh,
Yeah, so what-
I sort of think, it's a
Yes,
whole
so
lot
what
of-
they've done is they've used COVID as the perfect excuse. No more, you can't talk to anyone. They text you now. They texting you. You got a texting platform. That's what you do now.
Bonanza.
oh, by the way, you missed quite a few super chats, so go back up.
Hey, Marty, $5. What's all this racist stuff going around? I don't see any racist stuff. And then we got Mike.
Bit of infighting, Bit of infighting in the comments, that's all, mate. Yeah,
You should offer stream extension, $20 super chats for 10 minutes. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a very, very good idea. Yes, that's a very good idea. Guys, what's going on in your world there? Sucker Horn is on TV, on the YouTube here with us. You've been surviving, haven't you?
Yeah, almost through. No, I've still got plenty of whiskey left. Still got plenty of whiskey. I think I've got
That's all
four
that
or 5
matters.
bottles of whiskey and a couple of good bottles of whiskey. Bottle of lime burners, I think. If that's incorrect. Halfway through the Johnny Walker. No, that's almost finished, the blue label. That's
Yeah,
good.
I drank that with Jerry the other day. It's all gone, John.
Yeah, well. It's a nice drink. Nice drink.
It's gorgeous. Guys, I gotta wrap this up. I will see you tomorrow. Let's come out tomorrow. Anything urgent?
No, and no.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks for giving me my 3 minutes.
Hey, Doc, let's open the platform
live
up.
stream.
Talk to us, Doc.
Oh,
What's
God.
happening?
Here we
What
go.
the hell is the story, Doc? This COVID stuff, is it real? Is it bullshit? Is it a conspiracy? Tell me what it is, Doc. You are the expert.
He's a chiropractor.
No, Archie,
That's
I
don't
more
really
education
wanna
than
know.
I'll ever have.
no, Doc,
What
please,
is it?
please put it in terms that an Oxley high school graduate would understand.
Pretend you're talking
I
to
think
Irish
that, you
guy.
know, it's being
Monosyllable.
weaponized, that's for sure.
Tell me what it is. What is it?
I mean, anytime somebody, it's being weaponized. It's very clear.
Are we talking
It's
about
what?
the virus or Minotaurs?
Super
In
chat.
Australia,
Super
there's
chat.
a woman who was
There was a woman in
there's
Australia
a woman that
who
was arrested at home. She was arrested for posting on Facebook.
Yes,
about
that's
simply
correct.
Posting, and she was arrested and dragged off by the police in front of her
in
family
front of her kids.
while pregnant.
Yes. Yeah, that's what you call a Labour government. That's the Labour government there. Labour, socialist government.
No, Archie, aren't you on
But
Facebook?
it's got nothing to do with she was doing the wrong thing, though. Like she wanted to incite a riot. Got nothing to do with
Well,
it.
hang on a minute. It's funny how the people at the Black Lives rally didn't seem to get ticked by the police at all, but isn't it?
Yeah,
we can-
And they
We can
didn't
all-
have to wear a
Rich
mask.
Buddy, $5. Rich Buddy and Bud the Sud, $5. I'm going into the AD of my choice of the new Rolex lineup. I'm thinking new blue sub. Any advice on that? Should I go Kermit? Of course, Steel Sports.
Whoa. Let the Rolex owners handle this question.
Okay.
Get a Cermet. I would get a Cermet because On the secondary market, they sell for almost as much as the blueberry does. And why is the blueberry? That should be called the Smurfette, if you ask me.
Okay, now, Doctor, as another Rolex owner, what's your answer? Doc?
I think you should go with. Yes, you can't hear me.
Yes.
I think you should go with what you like. Green. You can't lose.
Okay. Suckerhorn, as someone who's cool enough to be a Rolex owner, if they really wanted to, what's your answer?
Oh. Yes, well, get the Kermit if you can, can't you? Like a Buddhist monk said to me, I asked the Buddhist monk once, if you had to pick any colour, what colour would you pick? He said green. He didn't justify it. Just goes with everything. No, but it's nice looking, yeah.
You know the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama collects Rolex.
Yes, he's got several.
He does. He repairs
many
them too.
He gets gifted many. But it used to be one of those blokes who ran some sort of cult. Who was his name? Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh.
Ah, yes, Bhagwan with the Rolls Royces
and the Rolexes. Had 150, 160 Rolexes people would give to him. That would be a nice caper. Not quite there, Arch, are you? You're getting there, though.
Don't forget, Dodi Fayed, Malik Diamond, $5. Archie, looking good and happy. What's going on? Hey, I'm just doing a little bit of online dating. We'll come out with that soon. It's going to be coming soon.
It's just one more form of online begging.
Mike, $5. The CDC admits only 6% of deaths tallied were directly caused by COVID. It's a con. I got to tell you seriously.
And if anyone can recognize a con, it's Archie.
Exactly. Here we go. Dan Radke, Suckerhorn, $4. Thank you, Dan Radke. Let me just tell you that Dodi Fayed, he used to give day dates to people he liked. So if you want to meet a royal, you give them a day date, they will see you. Do you
Gotta
understand
run, boy.
that?
Much love.
Well, Mark.
He's gone, and that means you're gone too, doesn't it? He's gone.
Oh no, we've lost Clyde.
Okie dokie. But I got to tell you, that's the interesting thing. If you give a famous person a watch like that, they will see you. It's funny, that isn't it? Hey, everything is for sale in this world. If you really have enough money, a $30,000 watch will get you an appointment with them. Okay?
I imagine it would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
What do you mean, 30 grand, 30 big ones? I would see. Doesn't matter how rich you are, you would see someone if they gave you something expensive like that, wouldn't you?
Would you? I don't know.
What do you reckon?
Oh, yes, I suppose you have to accept a gracious gift, wouldn't you? You have to be all subservient and thank them very much. But why? Why would they want to give it to you? Just so they can shake your hand?
Yeah, well, people want influence. Christian K, $3. John, loving the stick lighter for the tar whistles.
I run out of lighters. My missus have knocked off the thing for the stove in the kitchen here.
And you can't go to the shops.
Can't go to the shops, no. Run out of matches.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered switching over to vapor, John?
No, never considered it. I'd rather smoke me, 200 cigarettes a week.
A lot of people do both so that, when they're in a circumstance where people are like no smoking, they can sneak in the vape.
Gentlemen asked before, how much pack of cigarettes in Australia? 32 to 35 bucks for a pack of 20.
Oh, nasty. Stan the Man, $2. Jay-Z was handing out gold Daytonas at his party. My God, that's just crazy, man.
You'd like to be a gate crasher, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd love to. I don't know these people, but they nothing's given for free. Remember that. Nothing in life is ever given for. There's always strings attached. Remember that strings are always attached to everything that's given there. So don't get too complacent or too cocky there. It's all nasty. Let's wrap this baby up. Doc, tell me, this COVID, is it bullshit? What is it? Tell me what you think it is. What is it?
As I had said when it first came out, and I'd done some research on it, it's really, at worst, it's a severe influenza sort of situation, meaning it's not as deadly as people were saying.
Yeah, right.
I suppose the only problem is, guys, if you get COVID when you're overseas, they're not going to let you just wander around the street giving it to other people. You're going to be put into a hospital, which you're going to have to pay for, which is kind of expensive.
In the United States, on a bad year, up to 80,000 people die from influenza. Depends on the year, depends on the strain.
Well, those are all put down as COVID now.
Exactly, but I mean, before COVID, people were dying from influenza in the multiple tens of thousands of people, and no one batted an eye, no one cared.
Because I reckon they've almost eradicated the flu. They've almost eradicated the flu in Australia.
Yes.
People aren't caught, no one's got the flu.
That's because they're washing their hands and they're not touching their face. I mean this is pretty ridiculous. Dan Radke, $5. Arch, have you ever thinking about doing a What Your Watch Says About You for the Milgauss? Yeah, I got to be in the right mood. Okay, guys, speaking of moods, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for covering me. I had to talk to someone who rang me.
Talk to a man about a horse.
Yeah, it's a long story.
That's what we say over here anyway.
Yeah. But anyhow, guys, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.